Hi everyone, welcome to this week's reading, and this is for the 16th of October through to the 22nd, 2017. So this week, a couple of things with the astrology. There is a new moon in Libra on the 19th, which is Thursday. The new moon is always a time to plant seeds and start and sort of think about the future a little bit and what you're doing now and how that's relating to your future. In the sign of Libra, it could be that, you know, an aspect of what you're doing relates to other people around you, relates to thinking about relationships and, you know, who you're moving forward with in your life. And we have, what else do we have this week? On Monday, we have the Sun in Libra making a positive angle to Saturn. So that is a good energy for Monday. In terms of the general, you know, energy. We still have, however, the moon in Virgo on Monday making an opposition to Neptune. So that could just mean that you're having difficulty focusing on tasks, because Virgo relates to tasks and work and duties and responsibilities and details. So you may feel a little bit foggy on Monday morning, or you may feel it's just hard to focus at work or with anything that you have to focus on. So it's going to take a little bit of effort to maintain your focus on Monday for a little while, just while that that moon is opposing Neptune. That said, it could actually be a good energy for listening to your intuition. So that's one thing that I would mention. What else do we have on Monday? We have Mercury actually making an opposition with Uranus. So Mercury's in Libra, so it has us thinking about relationships again, but it's at the very end degrees of Libra, and it's making an opposition with Uranus, which is independence, unexpected energies, a bit of a rebellious energy. So there could be sort of mentally a bit of a struggle going on between what you want for yourself and how you need to relate to others. There could be unexpected news on Monday relating to somebody else around you, or someone might simply just blurt something out that they're not meant to, something like that. Because when it comes to Mercury and Uranus in opposition, it's going to relate to either news from somebody that's unexpected, or you yourself are the one that expresses something unexpected to another, or some kind of conflict that is unexpected in a relationship situation. So just to be aware of that. And you know, that said, with Mercury being at the later degrees of Libra, Mercury moves into Scorpio on Wednesday. Okay, so with Mercury in Scorpio now, our minds are moving from relationship focus to a deeper aspect of concentration, of deeper thoughts, of analysis, of sort of mentally probing deeper into things and trying to find answers. I apologise if you can hear any bumping noises. This is just neighbours doing some work or something. And what else do we have? So the other thing that's really interesting is Mercury in Scorpio makes a conjunction with Jupiter in Scorpio Wednesday, Thursday. So mentally we could feel, especially if you have anything early degrees of Scorpio in your chart, you could feel very buoyant mentally on Wednesday, Thursday. You could have some great news coming through if you have anything early degrees of a fixed sign, especially Scorpio or Taurus. There could be some good news for some people, definitely Wednesday, Thursday, with that Mercury conjunct Jupiter. Also, what that does is it brings, in general, for everybody, a feeling of faith and faithfulness and hope for the future. So despite maybe some difficulties that you might be reflecting on that you've been through in your life, with Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Scorpio, that's like a feeling that, you know, I can really overcome these obstacles. I can feel renewed and come back even better than before. A feeling of, you know, being able to pick yourself up and move yourself along in a positive way, and just a feeling of faithfulness. So that can be very powerful. It can have a little bit of a negative side with Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Scorpio. It could be mentally going to extremes, or black and white thinking. So it can be a bit over the top for some people. People really getting carried away with their beliefs or pushing their views to an extreme. We might see that in the world this week, where people are really blurting out things that are maybe even hurtful to other people, or and being very unapologetic about it. That's the kind of energy that it could bring up this week. So pay attention to that with, you know, what you see in the media as well, because it definitely can manifest in that regard, because Mercury and Jupiter are definitely about communications, media, publishing articles, things like that. There may even be some information that comes out this week that's very skewed, or on the other side, it could be information that comes out that's extremely truthful, so you could have extremes again. Very interesting energy this week. Lots going on. What else do we have? On Friday, Saturday, the Sun in Libra makes an opposition to Uranus. So again, expect the unexpected in regards to relationships. We will be towards the end of the Libra energy soon, and we're moving into Scorpio season soon. But just before that, it seems like there's some kind of culmination in relationships, some kind of unexpected energy for not everybody, but for anyone that has late degree of cardinal signs in their chart. Okay, so the unexpected developments could be happening as well Friday, Saturday this week. Lots of energy going on this week. Let's look at the cards and see what we've got. I'm using the Universal Tarot, which I have back here. I don't know if you can see that. Golden Universal Tarot, which I use fairly often, one of my new favourite decks. And after I pull 3 cards for this week, I'll get 1 card from the Angel Answers Oracle. So I'll just lay these out and see what we've got for this week. So definitely want to get something from here. And I'll just say, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can book through my online store. Current turnaround time due to my workload is 7 to 13 business days. But I do give very detailed readings, and check out my store online. You can read from client feedback as well to see what other people from around the world have said about their readings with me. So I'm just tuning in to see where I want to get another card from for this week. Feels like it's around here. And one last one. This one here. Okay, so just make sure that the camera is focused right. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh, the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, that's a great card for this week. I love that. It doesn't come up very often. The Ace of Pentacles, followed by, the Four of Wands. Nice. And the Queen of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so first of all, the Ace of Pentacles says for some people there's going to be a new start that has a financial aspect to it, or a material world aspect to it. So when I say material world aspect to it, it could be some kind of abundance this week. Definitely with Mercury conjunct Jupiter, there could be some good news for some people that is financial related this week, because it is in the sign of Scorpio, which relates to, in part relates to financial abundance. And when it's coupled with Jupiter and Mercury, definitely could be some good news for some people. Another aspect of this could be an achievement of some kind this week. So you could have a success this week of some type that relates to the material side of life. So anything that you've been wanting to achieve this week can come through this week. So it's actually very good news. The Four of Wands here relates to home life. So if we look at these cards together here, it looks like there is something positive happening finance-wise or material world-wise for you in regards to your home. It could be that there's a gift coming to you from family. So it could even be an inheritance for some people this week. It could be unexpected financial help from family, or for some people it might even be that you are the one that's helping family financially in some aspect, or that you're repaying a loan to family, or someone's repaying a loan back to you. But there is definitely a feeling of abundance here, and a very positive energy for the home life for a lot of people this week. There's a sense of being grateful for what you have, and looking at what you have and feeling humbled and grateful for that. So it's really good energy. The Queen of Cups here, I have to say there's a bit of a lonely energy with this female here that I pick up on. For some people, there could be a family member that is a little bit on the outer. I'm really drawn to the cape that she's wearing, which looks like a leopard's kind of spots, or reminds me of a feline energy, which I don't usually pick up on with this card, but it's standing out for me. So she could even be someone that has a Leo energy, or maybe someone that's a dominant female in the family. There's some kind of issue this week with this person. So, because it feels like the energy is very separate to the rest of these, or for these two cards. Now, if this is you and you feel this way about your family, it could be that there's some difficulty emotion-wise, because it's an emotional card. It's the Cups card. It's the Queen of Cups. So it's speaking about emotions and emotional sensitivity and emotional issues. She seems quite forlorn and quite sad, so it could be a family member or someone that you know. It might be even a close friend for some people that is going through a hard time at the moment. And as I said, this could also be you feeling like you're going through a bit of a hard time. You know, for some people there's a different message that I'm getting. If you are a female and you're either a Leo, or I want to say you're a water sign, because those were the energies coming through for me, like Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, this could be something to do with some difficulties with family, some kind of disagreements even about money this week. So that's another way I could read the energy. But I do have to say, I feel like it's going to work itself out. So I do get a positive energy with that. There could be other meanings, like there is a difficulty around a female and financial situation related to home life, related to family, relating to a particular family gathering or family event that's coming up. But for other people, there's going to be success this week in something that you're doing that you've wanted to do for yourself that has a material component to it. Okay, let's have a look at I'll just pack these away. Lastly, the Angel Answers Oracle. And see what we've got. One extra. I'll just get one extra card for advice like I normally do. I'm just going to get the one at the bottom there. Okay, interesting. Not the right time. I feel again this relates to, for some people, that female energy that I picked up on. If there's an issue around a reconciliation, or someone in the family that is being difficult, or someone that you know that's being difficult that is a female, or if it's you yourself that feels outcasted from family for some reason, or a group of people, it's saying that this week the energies are not quite right to perfectly smooth things over, but it will happen in time, because that's what I was picking up on before, that the situation will improve, but right now, maybe this week, the energies are not so smooth for that. And maybe it's something that you can work on energetically through prayer, if it's not something that you can do in terms of fixing the relationship with this person that came up in the tarot as the Queen of Cups. For other people, there may be something coming up this week that feels a little bit like a block of energy where you can't quite push through. And even though you may feel difficult emotions coming up this week, like you want to make a change in some aspect of your life, it's saying that it's not the right time to take on anything else that's going to burden you, I feel. So just be careful of over-promising this week or overdoing this week, because again, with that Mercury in Scorpio conjunct Jupiter in Scorpio, we could be tempted to take on too much or overdo things, and this card could definitely be speaking to that. And it could be saying, just hold back a little bit. It's not the right time for you to right now take on too much, because you have a lot going on as it is. And, you know, whatever happens this week, just to go with the flow of events, not to try and force things or overcompensate or overdo things. That's the main message that I'm getting here. Alright guys, so that was the reading for the week. Have a fantastic week everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.